Mark Zuckerberg, the story of a quiet mind that changed the world. What if the person who changed how the world communicates was once just a quiet kid who preferred computers over people? Before Facebook, before Meta, before billions of users, there was a boy who didn't talk much, but thought deeply. His name was Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Elliott Zuckerberg was born on May 14, 1984, in White Plains, New York. His father was a dentist. His mother was a psychiatrist. A normal, middle-class family. Nothing about his childhood screamed future tech billionaire. But there was one thing different about Mark. He was obsessed with understanding how things worked. At the age of 10, while other kids were playing games, Mark was learning to write computer code. His father noticed this unusual interest and hired a private tutor to teach him programming. Very quickly, Mark became better than his teacher. He built programs just for fun, not for money, not for fame, just curiosity. One of his early programs was called ZuckNet. It allowed computers in his house and his father's dental office to communicate with each other. This was before social media existed. Even as a teenager, Mark was already thinking about connection. In high school, he created a music app called Synapse. It learned a user's listening habits and recommended songs automatically. Big companies like Microsoft and AOL noticed. They offered him jobs, big money. Mark said no. He chose college. In 2002, Mark Zuckerberg joined Harvard University. He studied psychology and computer science. Harvard was full of brilliant minds. Competition was intense. But Mark wasn't chasing popularity. He spent most nights in his dorm room, coding alone. During his second year, he created a website called FaceMash. The idea was simple. Students could compare photos of classmates and vote on who was more attractive. The site exploded overnight. Harvard's servers crashed. The administration shut it down within days. Mark was almost expelled. But something important happened. For the first time, he saw how powerful an idea could be when people interacted online. That experience planted a seed. Soon after, 3 Harvard students approached him. They had an idea for a social networking site called Harvard Connection. Mark agreed to help them with coding. But while working on their idea, Mark had another thought. What if there was a platform not just for Harvard, but for everyone? In February 2004, from a small dorm room, Mark launched a website. He called it the Facebook. At first, it was only for Harvard students. Within 24 hours, over 1,000 people signed up. Within weeks, it spread to other universities. Students loved it. Profiles, photos, friend lists. For the first time, people could map their social lives online. Mark dropped out of Harvard, not because he failed, but because the opportunity was too big. That decision shocked his family. Leaving Harvard was risky. No degree, no guarantees, just belief. Mark moved to Palo Alto, California. He rented a small house with his friends. They worked day and night. Facebook grew faster than anyone imagined. But success came with problems. The Harvard students who first approached Mark accused him of stealing their idea. Lawsuits followed. Friendships broke. Mark settled the case years later for millions of dollars. Critics called him ruthless, cold, unethical. Mark said very little. He stayed focused on building. Facebook expanded beyond colleges. High schools joined, then the general public. By 2008, Facebook had over 100 million users. Mark Zuckerberg was only 23 years old. Suddenly, He was the youngest self-made billionaire in history. Money changed his life, but not his personality. He still wore hoodies, still avoided the spotlight, still spoke softly. But the pressure grew. Governments watched, media criticized, privacy concerns exploded. Facebook was no longer just a website, it was shaping society. People used it to stay in touch, to organize movements, to share news, but also to spread misinformation, hate, division. Mark was blamed. In 2012, Facebook went public. The IPO was one of the biggest in tech history. But the stock struggled at first. Investors doubted Mark's leadership. Again, he didn't panic. He adapted. Facebook bought Instagram, then WhatsApp. Many thought he overpaid. Time proved him right. Facebook became more than a social network. It became an ecosystem. But controversy never left. The Cambridge Analytica scandal exposed how user data was misused. Mark testified before the U.S. Congress. Under bright lights, facing hard questions, he stayed calm. He admitted mistakes, but he defended his vision. He believed technology should connect people, not control them. In 2012, Mark made his boldest move. He changed Facebook's name to Meta. The world was confused. Why abandon such a strong brand on Earth? Mark was thinking long-term. He believed the future was not just screens, but immersive digital worlds, the metaverse, virtual reality, augmented reality, a new way to experience the internet. Again, people laughed. Again, critics doubted. Billions of dollars were invested. Stocks dropped. Pressure increased. But Mark had been here before. A dorm room, a risky idea, no approval, just vision. Today, Mark Zuckerberg is not just a CEO. He is a symbol of how quiet focus can outperform loud confidence. He didn't change the world by talking the most. He changed it by building. From a teenage coder to a college dropout to one of the most influential figures of the digital age, Mark Zuckerberg's story is not about overnight success. It's about obsession, consistency, and believing in an idea long before the world understands it. Because history is not written by those who fit in. It's written by those who stay obsessed when everyone else gives up.